Hey guys, Beltrex Pretzel here, and thank you for joining me for yet another speed build. So this is a brick and drink. It came out to 137,247 simoleons. It was built on a 30 by 20 lot, and it's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom. I'm looking at my notes because that's where I write like the size of the lot and how much it costs and everything. And instead of writing 30 by 20, I wrote 3 by 0. Okay then. um, yeah, so this build I spent the entire morning working on this. I had like this insanely busy weekend. I think I had, I don't know, like 2 hours to myself that didn't include making or eating food or sleeping. It was crazy busy. Anyways, I hadn't built a house yet because I had no time to do it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to build a starter house. And, I'm just going to keep it nice, simple, and quick. And 5 scrapped ideas later, I gave up on the starter house idea. Just every single one I built looked like, it looked horrible. So, here we go with this big house that I didn't really want to build. Yeah, anyways, you guys will get to meet the people living in this house at the end of this video, but I will talk about them a little bit because I realized I didn't talk that much about their personalities, or how they're reflected in this house as much as I have in other videos. Well, I haven't really talked about personalities, but I feel like I gave a better idea of other characters than I do in this video, so yeah. Alright, so it's 2 brothers who live together, and they have a business together. They have this like restaurant, bar thing, place, hangout, whatever, together, which I'll build in a separate video at some point, and anyways. Getting off topic here. So their business is doing really, really, really well. They have this huge house. They could afford to live apart. They could afford to have a huge house to themselves. But they're brothers. They get along super, super well. So they decided to just stay and buy a house together. Yeah. So right now I'm working on the bedroom of the eldest brother. He's I mean, I don't know. He's like sort of fashionably muted. So his cousin, who's like in my head an architect and whatever, like he helped design this house, and he just asked his architect cousin if he knew any good interior designers or whatever. I was just like, go crazy with my bedroom, like do whatever. He was just like he didn't really know what he wanted his bedroom to look like. I didn't know what I wanted his bedroom to look like, I guess essentially what I'm saying. But so he's the kind of guy he'd like to have, he'd like to meet a nice lady, have a family. He just hasn't had the luck yet, so I wanted his room to be, I don't know, like inviting, a little warm, cozy, inviting. It's a lot more so than that of his brothers, which you guys will see soon. And even in his bathroom right here, he has extra towels on the counter, just in case of anything. And I think I do add a second towel rack in his personal bathroom just to go with that idea. Yeah. Okay, so this is the second brother, the youngest brother's bedroom. He's very flirty. He's a bit of a player. And I don't know if any of you guys watch How I Met Your Mother, but there's this one episode where we get like a very nice tour of Barney's apartment. I think it's the episode where Lily lives with him for a little bit, and it's designed for one person. Like his whole, I don't know, his whole like apartment life is just to tell women, this is a place just for me, you know, like, I'm not looking for anything serious. Like, his apartment is supposed to say what he won't. And I was sort of, like, drawn to that idea of, this is just for me. I'm not, you know, looking for someone to share this bed sort of room vibe from the second brother. Yeah, he's, you know, he's a non-committal type. It's not in his actual traits, but he is just a non-committal type. And I just wanted to try and reflect that a little bit more in his bedroom. I find it so much easier to design rooms for women. Not entirely sure why, but I find it easier. Same thing with, like, the clothes. I had such a hard time deciding what the guys would wear, because I just had no idea. I should have waited and gotten someone to, like, help me out with them, but I think I did a decent job considering. Yeah. Alright, so there was a lot of space left over when I was doing the layout. I didn't quite know what to do with it. I didn't want bedrooms that were too big. Already the sizes that I had, I had, you know, a little bit of a struggle with them. So I was just, you know, I didn't want to make them even bigger. So I decided to have a little library study room, and then I decided I'd have a little not entertainment room, but, like, I don't know, you know, game room. Not a video game room, just a game room. It's tiny. It's really too small for anything. I just sort of needed to fill up the space somehow. Yeah, it's because, like, usually I fill up these kinds of rooms with Sims personality traits. Like, if it's artistic, I would have made one of those, like, a painting studio or something. Or, yeah, I don't know, like, one of the eldest brother, he's a bookworm, so I was like, all right, well, I'll do a little study library area. And, you know, that's how I came to be. But the other room, I was just like, well, I mean, one of them likes to party, so why not? It's tiny. Anyways, when I did the landing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I put an aquarium through the wall, actually, and I didn't realize that until I took screenshots. So in the screenshots, you'll see the aquarium poking out of one of I think it was a bathroom. But if you guys download this house, I did actually fix that. I moved the aquarium out from the wall so that it's only in the landing and not in this other room. So it's fixed in the download house thing. Yeah, so just be warned that you'll see that in the screenshots, but if you download this house, that won't be an issue. Yeah, so just working on the living room, just trying to put a couple of decorative items in there without it being too much. I had a really hard time doing this build. I don't know if it was because I just wasn't fully feeling the personalities of these Sims, or if it was just because I did this build. I was so rushed when I was doing this because, you know, this video needs to come out within the next few hours. But yeah, I don't know. I had a hard time with it. But I did it. Anyways, so there's a gym, a small little exercise room, and that's because the youngest brother, the one who's, you know, the player, the flirt, he always wants to look really, really good. So he's very into his body, like getting it to look perfect or whatever. He doesn't have the active trait, but you can see that he's built relatively not big, but I don't know. He's muscled, I guess, a little bit. Yeah. All right, working on the kitchen and dining room. So this is they have foodie aspirations. So, you know, one wants to be mixologist and one wants to be a chef. So I figured the kitchen dining room would be great. You know, this nice big kitchen, a lot of counter space, a lot of cupboards. We have a bar in there, like, this is, yes, they needed this. Yeah, I just, the kitchen was where I was like, yep, this is the room that fits their personality the most. um, yeah, I really wanted to. I've used two paintings or two wall decorations that have coffee in it in houses in the past, and I could only find one of them this time, which was really disappointing because I wanted, the wall art of coffee, but I didn't want that one. I didn't want the one with a heart coming out of it, but since I couldn't find the other one, I went with it. Yeah. So I decided to do the little wall separator thing. I don't know what that's called, just around the edges, because I wanted to do a feature wall around the side and the back, but I didn't want it to take over everything, and I thought that made it a little bit of a less awkward transition. And in one area, it wouldn't take, so I needed to put a plant on the wall. It looks nice. It was just like something I needed to do. Not what I wanted to do, but hey, it works. Yeah, so here we go. It's their nice back deck. It's a party deck. There's a nice big pool. There's a bar, of course, and a barbecue so that, the eldest brother can cook for everyone, for everyone to go crazy. I ended up, cutting the bar area down a little bit because I wanted to add a DJ booth. Yeah, and just put a couple of plants in there. I didn't go too crazy on the landscaping, just because the guys don't give off a feel like they would garden a lot, like they would take, good care of plants. So I kept it pretty simple, plants that don't really need much upkeep. Like they might hire a gardener every once in a while to just like trim the bushes that they have, and then just have a couple of flowers to add a little bit of, color. Yeah, so here are these screenshots. They were taken the nighttime, and normally I would, just sort of like run out the clock until it's daylight, but I actually have two families that I actually play with in this world, and I didn't want to throw off their schedules, because I've done that before. I've like opened up a game and I'm like, oh, it's 3 days later, all their needs are low. Anyways, so that's why I took screenshots at night, because you really needed that long story. Right now I'm just trying to fill up the silence until you guys meet the people, because I really don't have anything else to say. Anyways, screenshots are over. Enjoy meeting the family. Bye, guys. Alright, so let's meet the Morris family. So, this is just two brothers, which I think, did I actually do that? Okay, the relationship is done. Cool. I wasn't sure if I'd done that. So, yeah, there's two brothers, and they are living together, as you guys probably guessed by the fact that, I built the house for two of them. Anyways, so here is the youngest of the two, Will Morris. He has the master mixologist aspiration. He's romantic, a dance machine, and self-assured. So I think he's going to be a little bit of a flirt, a little bit of a player. He's going to love to party, absolutely love to party. Yeah, so that's who Will is. Let's just take a quick look at his outfits. So that's his everyday look, his formal outfit, his athletic wear, his sleepwear, his party wear, and his swimwear. I feel like I'm very bad at making outfits for guys. Anyways, moving on to the older brother, Travis. So he has the master chef aspiration. He's a foodie, a perfectionist, and a bookworm. I feel like in many ways he's very different from his brother, almost like they're complete opposites. But they still get along really, really well, and in my head, they have they own a restaurant bar thing together. And so like their aspirations go great together. He can be the head chef or something, and then Will is the mixologist, the bartender. Anyways, yeah, so let's just take a quick look at his outfits. This is his everyday look, his formal wear, his athletic wear, his sleepwear, his party wear, and his swimwear. And yeah, there we go. So, like always, this family as well as the house will be available to download with a link in the description below. Hit like if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe so you know when my next videos are up, and thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.